what is the CDTFA settlement process like? So, CDTFA settlement process when dealing with a sales tax audit used to be a very good avenue to resolve cases. Unfortunately, nowadays it's been made a little bit more difficult, and here's why. So the problem is if you go through settlement, you can't resolve things, and then you go through appeals, cases will naturally progress to something called the Office of Tax Appeals, which is California's version of a tax court. And recently, CDTFA has been so good at disposing of taxpayer cases in tax court that they issued guidance to their own settlement division, which basically states, don't settle cases, let them go forward to appeals. Now, they will still give some measure of reduction through the settlement division, usually about 10%, sometimes as much as 15%. But settlement is no longer as reliable as an option as it once was. So, unless you have new documents or new evidence, and we've actually had some pretty good victories on settlement in light of the changes, but it's very difficult to get things pushed through and get your taxpayer in a position where they're going to be happy. So the important thing when going through the settlement is it's not as viable an option as it once was, and it's no longer our preferred option. So we've actually, within the last few months, have changed our approach on CDTFA settlement cases and are placing more of a priority either through working things out on the district level or through the appeals process. So I just bring that up for you to evaluate in the context of your audit, because settlement can be extremely challenging. Settlement officers are not the easiest to work with sometimes, although we have a pretty good relationship between their office and ours. But it's a very difficult process, and it's not as flexible as some of the other settlement programs, certainly not the IRS, and not even some of the other California state divisions that you may have encountered or listened to during the course of these videos. So CDTFA settlement is kind of the outlier or the black sheep in all this, and you should evaluate that accordingly when making a decision.